Hey ladies and gents, so looking at the new Model 3 Highland in front of us, I've spent a little time testing one the other day, and I've also noticed a few details coming back to the car, and I want to cover those for those of you who are eagerly waiting for one, maybe in the USA where it's going to come in 2024. So, one info, this is the dual motor long range. Standard range doesn't have that if you're new to Tesla. Also, there will be a performance version, but this time they're going to change the design, some small details to make it stand out compared to the standard long range version. Now, I'm standing behind the car because if I come front of the car, it starts flashing, the LED lights on the white cars for some reason flicker a lot, but I'm gonna do a walk around for you just to comment a little bit on that. So this is the front end, and if I lower down, I think it's gonna like the crease maybe stop. So there we go. I love the new signature of the daytime running lights. Now I check inside the car, there's no fog lights at all anymore, and I've also did a light show, and there's no Tesla written on the wall if you come close to a wall and let the light show go on. Also interesting, the front bumper here is closed, and before there was like below the fog lights on the refresh model, side tunneling, and this one you also have it is going through here then exiting here. So let me show you that. So there is air tunneling through here going and exiting through here. You can see that clearly. Also in this wheel arches inside of added, there's plastic and then there's textile over there, so that is textile. And from the inside here, I saw in Germany they took apart the bumper, the front, and there is acoustic blankets on the top here. Excuse me. So those help out. Also, Tesla is using Michelin e-primacy tires for 18-inch alloys now. For the 19-inch, they're using Hankook Eon tires. So those are new tires. They're gonna come next season. So these are 235/45 R18. Now the e-primacy has lower rolling resistance, helping you to increase the range. It also has a lower decibel for the road noise. And Tesla is also using a new suspension, so it's quite softer, and they've changed the springs. They're slightly less weight and shorter, but in volume they're the same. I think they're just saving on the material slightly, so there's not a lot of change, but the new gas springs inside help to reduce the resonance coming from the surface, so there's less noise coming to the cabin. Also, they've increased the range by lowering the bonnet. Sorry for the lights, can't do anything. So they lowered the bonnet, and that's how they achieved less air drag and better consumption. So at the bottom there's a turn signal here, and you can see 4 lights, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 inside. So extra 4, that's an 11 inside. Now we have the hubcaps, and these are like 7 spoke now instead of 5, so maybe also slightly helping with the less air drag, better range performance. New hardware for the cameras. They have this red reflection, and there's a turn signals here. Now also there is no front camera here. Some people are mentioning there's going to be camera. There's no cameras at all. So that's it. Standard wipers, dual nozzles, so it's not flickering this end, but when I come here, that's the white color. And also, I showed this in the Munich EAA, there's 3 wide lens cameras. I think one of these cameras is going to be used for front camera to made available like 360 in the future view. Now this was already double glass, and this one's also now laminated double glass on the back, helps for the soundproof, but also in the winter this is not fogging. This is the only left single glazed glass that's not double and laminated. So also on the back there's already standard cloth here material, but from inside they're using patches of soundproofing materials as well. Now let me open the cargo space. Before I do that, just to show you, I love the new diffuser. It looks so sporty. There's those for better aerodynamics strikes underneath, and there is underneath here a rear speaker, so when you're backing up you can hear it on this one, pedestrian warning, and when you're going forward there's like humming sound, and that one on the front is for the boombox only. So when you're inside you can barely hear the reversing sound. Now kind of starting to grow on me, these new taillights and headlights. I like the taillights, but I didn't like the front headlights, but they're growing on me now. I like them, and I like this 3D design. You can actually get these from Tesla, so you can remove your badge on the previous models, but there's leathering now, dual motor. It's a wide lens camera, also that red finish, high resolution, LED lights. Now, if I open this up, let me just back up here if you're for the first time. So this doesn't open taller than this, and before it opened like this tall because of the gas struts. They're shorter, and you can see they have two. Now they're using two because before only one was pulling down, the other ones was resisting, so it's always closing unevenly. That's a problem on my car. This is a view at the top here. Now what they've changed on the Highland is they've added this in textile. There's emergency opening, press to close, and they've attached the lights from the top, so there's no more condensation because it's not two pieces. So this is how this looks. And they've changed this cable routing. This is for the rain not to drop inside. Now what they've changed here, they've added this in carpet. They've changed this. This is now one piece carpet, and they free the space in here because they put the amplifier speakers here. Now in the standard range model, you don't have this, there's a hole here. So they've added just like a carpet cover here to cover those. You can see also they didn't paint this at all, and they've added this LED lights that are more brighter on the back, which is quite good. This is the emergency release for the charge port. And now you have more room here that's really deep. So if you can put a golf clubs here, seats knocked down 60/40. And this one's also now textile underneath here. This is the same. So all this textile helps dampen the sound. But I saw a teardown in Germany where they took out this. So they put it like in the seat pillow here, a block of foam. It looks more like maybe a square shape. They put it inside, and they added in the wheel arches also some dampening blankets to reduce the sound. This is also more quieter now when closing because there's less sound coming into the cabin, and most of the road noise is coming from the tires, which are now more silent, and air. So they lowered the sound inside the cabin, or the noise that's coming inside. Now this is perfectly flush once again because of two dampeners. In my car, it's uneven. This is also made in China. So just a beautiful look at the Model 3 Highland or facelift. I've mentioned the tires and the suspension. Now, that's not me. So I wanted to show you opening and closing. It's more or less the same. Now, this is the long range, and notice that it has Alcantara in the door pockets and over here. So this part is Alcantara. So if you go for the standard range, you would have this cloth here and inside your doors. So you can also notice if you're inside that it's a standard range. Now we have the ambient lights, and they are dimming. They only brighten up when you're choosing the color for some reason. Not sure why. Maybe they're gonna fix that in the software update. This is soft, everything is soft, and the first Model 3 in 2019-18 had this bottom part in leather. Then they decided to, in 2021, put it in plastic and cheapen out, and inside was also plastic. Now they added carpeting here, so this is also good for the soundproof. And I saw someone tear this down. I think instead of plastic, they're using like compressed, like what's it called, wood. So also reduces the sound coming from the doors, and inside they've used also dampening blankets. You have that reflector there, Model 3 here, so they've added this, you know, this is for if someone gets T-boned, to protect you. So it holds in the doors. And look at this, they've added carpeting here. They've added a leather here. This is just plastic on mine, and they've added carpeting here. I know because in service they scratched my plastic there. This is the same, and you don't have the lumbar on the passenger. They've removed that because they cheapened out, and they didn't decide to return it back despite people complaining. You have the ventilated seats. These are more stiff, but the most comfortable seats were in 2018-19 models, 2020, then the 2021 that I have. It's not so comfortable. And this is even more stiffer, but it has better bolsters. Headrest is slightly larger, but it's still not height adjustable. So those are some of the details that I've noticed. Now, let's jump inside, and then I'll go up the back. So here the tire pressure and the weight of the car. And let me show you the rear. So now we have double glazing here as here. I think you can possibly retrofit this same as the suspension because it fits. I saw suspension of the Highland of the 2021 model and a Coney aftermarket. They're all the same. So yes, you can get a Highland suspension and put it to your 2021 or 19 model. So ambient lights on the rear, Alcantara, all the same. Speaker here. You can see the speaker design on the front. And also textile leather. Lower this one down. So you can see the rear. And they've also added black textile here, soft. They added textile here, soft. And you can see the speaker design has changed. It's now round. So that's it. And I'm just gonna close this one. Jump inside here. So a good feet room, knee room. So this is like first class pockets. They do look better. This is covered by leather. Let's hear the closing sound. Better closing sound, and they've added leather here. It's not rubberized anymore. Press here to open, and you have a screen here. You can turn off the fan speed. You can control it like this or by touching. Switch it off. You have the seat control here, so that's pretty much practical. You have the heated seats. The middle part is not heated anymore. You have the music. You can watch the apps. I'm not sure if you can watch YouTube while driving. I mean, if you're a passenger in the back. And here you can see cleaning mode, volume, and so on. So that's it. Now, I honestly don't miss having this on my car, the 2021 model. This is the air vents, and there are two USB-Cs here. So you can see there's a lot of room here. So these lights were supposed to come on. They're more set apart now. Before they were like two here. Now they're set apart. They're more brighter. And well, the seats are perforated on the back now as well. So this headrest, I don't like it. I preferred when it was flat in 2021. But when you're watching from the back, your view is like this. So it's not obstructing the rear view. You can put it down here. Then you have adjustable cup holders, and you had them on the 2021. But you didn't have them on the front, and you do have now. So this is leather. And let me just show you here. If you knock this one down. So unfortunately, this I didn't add a ski opening here. That would be more practical. And you have to watch for the seatbelt here when you're closing up. So you can see the textile on the back. They really focused on the soundproof because people were complaining about the noise in the cabin. Not sure if the heaters are different. There's still gradient and no tinting on the back window and back windows. Unfortunately, there are these. There's still rubberized here. Nice hooks for your shirts. And there's a speaker right here now. So just to show you, headspace. Well, 2 meter tall person or 6.6 in feet. Yeah, it's a problem. I always hit the glass when you're going over speed bumps. Model Y would be more suitable for my height. Seatbelt here is height adjustable. I think it's the same. And just to show you on the front differences. So also cameras, bigger. Now over here you have a blind spot. It's like a little light. Not sure if you can retrofit that, but it's definitely relying on those side repeater cameras there. And I showed you all of that. Let's jump inside. So switching to wide lens. So this is the point of view, and I already have day point of view driving and night point of view driving when I summon my impressions on the road. So zooming back in. Now, I like the new steering wheel. This is not a problem. You can actually feel here, and always that this one's the top. So if it's here, you need to go in the roundabout, press right. You can signal, so it's not a huge deal. I don't miss these. After a while, you get used to the screen options, so it's not a huge deal breaker. This is a horn I haven't. Oh, there's a short horn there. Haven't tested it until now. This is soft textile. Now in the performance, this will be Alcantara, and you will have different sport seats. So that's that. You can see the ambient lights and the speaker bar. So they removed the speaker here, so they've added one here on the back. So close up. Now what I noticed also, this is the same mirror, baseless, auto dimming, and side mirrors are also auto dimming. There's a camera here, it's a larger resolution now, or excuse me, bigger resolution. There are two infrared lights, so they're driver monitor system for drowsiness now here as well. There are buttons here for park reverse neutral drive once you have the key card. Hazards, and you have to put a key card here now, not here. So this is the same, just showing you everything, and this still extends, so that's quite nice. Headspace for 2 minutes per person. I think I can go lower. Yeah, plenty of headspace. And just to show you here, so up front, trunk, everything is the same. So you have the music here. Now this screen is shorter bezel, a bit different, you know, but it's okay. So here, just to show you, you have the automatic lights, long beam, glove compartment. It's magnetic, less space, but it's really in person loud when it closes. Driving modes, now it's 80%. So these are settings. So speed limit zone chim. Now there's a new speed limit regulation, so it has to chim every time. You can turn it off, but once you reset or get back in the car, it resets. So people are complaining about that. It's a new European regulation. The rest here, I saw a drowsiness somewhere. So here you have put this on, and if it's automatic, it switches off even when driving during day. But if you keep it on, it's on. Now you can see how dim it is, but now it increases. So here are the colors. You can play with those. You can have it white as well. So you have presets here as well. So that's pretty cool. They might do an update so it can be brighter, I guess. And display could be a light theme as well. So you can see now the bezel is thinner, but I think it's the same or less. Trips, so tools, safety. So let me see here, sentry mode is off because they took out the USB so someone doesn't steal it. Driver drowsiness warning, so that's new. Maybe it's a software update. I haven't noticed it in mine. I wasn't even paying attention, to be honest. And you can see here, so that is more or less standard. You still have all these apps here, and I'm not gonna turn on the light show mode here because the car show is closing, I think. So there, I will have to leave when I finish this up. Okay, cutting in some premium sound test. Wow, now this is way louder in my car because of the better soundproof inside the car, and the second subwoofer. This is so loud and it's much better sound. But even in the standard range, you have a really good sound system that's kind of close to the previous long range premium sound system. But in this car, you have more speakers and it's way deeper sound because the acoustics that are better in this car, they help with the sound. You have better, deeper sound. So this is definitely crazy sound system for this car. This is amazing. I can feel the seats vibrating, and came to the half. I'm even afraid to go full blast on a car show here, but definitely excellent sound system in the Tesla. I think this is the best I heard so far in a cars in 5 years that I'm reviewing cars. But that was it. Just gonna put this on automatic, and it's pretty cool. We still have the arcades and games. So these are the cameras. Slightly better resolutions. These are kind of flickering because of the lights on the back. I think that the back end camera is sharper, slightly more than mine, but I think they've polished and matched the colors on the previous models. This is a protection film, so it hasn't been removed. And you have two charging, wireless charging pads, still the same, fast charging, and you have this one's now adjustable and rubberized. That's what I missed on 2021. There's a 12-volt outlet here. This is quite spacious. There is a little room here as well. It's quite deep. So this closes separately. And this is magnetic now. There's a lot of room here. And there's a one USB-C here now, so not two anymore. So you have one here and two in the back. That's three. So that was a quick overview of the Model 3 Highland. I think I've covered everything. I do prefer the Alcantara rather than the textile. Textile is not bad. If you go for the white leather, you would definitely get the white leather inside here. This is like a white textile. So I'm gonna wrap it up here, and I'm gonna show you the front in case you're here for the first time, to show you that and wrap up the video. So once again, sorry, the lights will be flashing above, but as soon as they open this, is going to stop. There you go. Now they changed this design a little bit, and this is the same, I think, when it comes to space. They've from here switched towing to here. There's a light for emergency opening that illuminates here. They've switched the washer fluid. Before it was up there, so it's over here now. So it's more easier, accessible, less likely you're gonna spill it all over there, so it's closer to you here. I think in the future there was a rumor that Model 3 will get HEPA filters, so this is all the same at the moment, and they've removed the seals here, so they've added them here and here, so there shouldn't be too much water getting in here. Some people were complaining about the odor, and I've noticed and found out what these are. So this is the new safety system if a pedestrian gets hit by a Tesla, God forbid. But if he does get hit, there's a sensor here that registers a hit, and then these blow out. Now I'm not sure if they break these hinges because this is just one shark holding them here. But what I heard, if I understood correctly, I don't know German, but I was watching the video, gentleman was explaining in German, this bonnet opens up, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, it pushes up if pedestrian gets hit, so he doesn't hit the windshield. So, you know, it's a hard double laminated windshield, so hitting your head into the windshield would be painful. It could cause trauma. So this is light, this is aluminum. Not all the parts are aluminum, but this one is. So in that case, that should prevent him, and maybe, I don't know, it's less harmful for the pedestrian if he or she gets hit by a Tesla by accident. But usually that's not what's going to happen. This also closes better. Usually that's not what's going to happen because the cameras, because there's no more radar, automatically brake if pedestrian comes in the way. But just in case it was late, the bonnet should, if it really hits, pop to prevent him from hitting the glass. Sorry for the flashing lights. I just wanted to show you and wrap up the LED lights. So again, there are 7 projectors inside here. Turn signals are below. One thing I do hope in the future they're going to enable matrix lights. We've been waiting for this for years now, and this is just the official. I'm not gonna show it here. You can find it on the configurator because the lights are flashing. I'm gonna come to the rear and end the video. So this is really detailed, summoning everything I did find about the new Model 3 Highland. Turn signals are here. You have here fog lights and stop lights, reverse lights, everything. So the Highland only has fog lights on the back now, if I'm correct. And when you open, they turn on because the ones on the top, you cannot see them. So that's obvious pretty much and self-explanatory. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, smash the like button. Leave a comment below what you like about the Highland. And I hope in the future Tesla is going to be stepping forward in the car industry and doing another revolution by offering hardware upgrade. Tesla, give us the suspension upgrade for the 2021 or before models. I would definitely want more comfortable ride. You can buy the new EV tires. And I'd like that perhaps blind spot if it's possible, because I know it's relying on the side repeater cameras there. So that would be cool if they would offer that, so not everyone is ready to, you know, just upgrade their car. Maybe they still have their lease. Maybe they're not financially now ready to buy another car. I mean, 2021 model or 2022 and 23 before this one, 24, is actually really great car. But this car is more comfortable on the road and more soundproofed inside and more efficient. But I can go with the efficiency by buying the new tires. I could upgrade the suspension. There's Koni suspension, so it's adaptable if you get the Highland one. Also, the soundproof, you can go to a specialized garage. They would take apart your car, put soundproofing materials inside. I don't expect Tesla to offer that, but the suspension upgrade would be nice. Sweet upgrade, maybe that blind spot as well. Maybe they can say this new screen, not sure if it's compatible. Before in the Model S, they used to upgrade the MCU. Now they've given up because of the CPU for the Ryzen and for all the cables that are inside. Now it's different cables that are faster and they're not compatible with the Intel. That's understandable, but again, give us the software suspension, Tesla. Come on. Everyone, thank you for watching. Again, like, subscribe, share, comment below. And cutting this in now, they've turned off the other lights, so you can see the car without flashing. So just showing you one more time how beautiful it looks. I wish they'd left the lights like this so it wouldn't be flickering there. So there we go. In Europe, you still get that travel charger, so it's standard. In the USA, it's not. So they plugged the car, and once again, just doing a little walk around. Hope you appreciate that. I know a lot of you are eager to see the car in the North American market, but it was delayed compared to European. It's already available now in Australia, I think, China, Europe. So USA was last. Maybe it was some sort of decision by Tesla to sell the inventory, perhaps. But I really like the new Model 3 Highland. It was at first not so growing on me. I didn't really like, to be honest, the front headlights. I liked the taillights, but they actually look good. It's kind of weird without the fog lights at the bottom. And I think as a safety concern, they should add fog lights into this headlight cluster somehow. I know a lot of cars have them in the main light cluster, and they should finally add matrix. Come on, Tesla, please, Elon. We're waiting for the automatic long beam matrix, so it creates shadows, doesn't blind other people. We can see further and better. And you can see my night review of the Highland and point of view driving that the new beam is slightly wider than the previous one because it was focused through the lens that was here, and this one has reflectors, so it's more wider and slightly better and improved compared to the 2021 model. Okay, I'm gonna wrap it here. Thanks for watching. Bye.